I'm Sean Pooley, and I'm joined now by Kale Kerbashian, the game's first star from the other night. Kale, welcome to your first IceMen Live.
Thanks.
Now, obviously, big game the other night. Just talk about how you felt going out there.
I felt good. It was awesome to see that many people there, and I think it gave us a lot more energy, especially as soon as you got out there. So it helped, and I loved playing in front of Evansville.
You mentioned the energy. I mean, you guys looked like you had a ton of energy coming out there. Was that something that you noticed going on with the whole team?
Well, I mean, we've been practicing for a while, so I think everybody was kind of itching to get going, and just having one game on the weekend, I think it even kind of crunched all the energy in a little bit more.
Now, obviously, I'm sure you had been thinking about what you wanted to do in your IceMen debut. Was this as good as you had dreamed it or better?
Oh, it was awesome. It was a great shift. I mean, I guess the shift really helped me throughout the night. I mean, when you get to that quick, you don't know how the rest of the night's going to go, but luckily we got the win.
All right. Now, you got the 2 goals. Just kind of walk me through each of those 2 goals, starting with the first one on that power play.
Yeah, the power play, it's I feel pretty comfortable where I'm set up as far as the other guys moving around and stuff. And just as the unit, there's 5 guys that was moving around pretty good. And I mean, I got the credit, but I got the easy part, so I'll take that all day.
Yeah, you were right there alongside the net. Was that part of the design of that play?
Yeah, that's kind of my area of the ice and on that power play at the time. So, I called for it, and it was a great pass, and I just had to put it in.
Certainly was. You did a great job on that one. So that play's over, face off, and then boom, 26 seconds later, find yourself with another chance just like that.
Yeah, I mean, after you score, you always get a little bit more jump in your legs. It's just natural, and I was kind of feeling it again. And it was a nice turnover by Lowry, my line mate. He did pretty good work to keep it in, and I seen him there. I seen he was throwing it to the net, so I went there, I got it, and I snuck another one by, and things happened pretty fast. Next thing you know, I was going by our bench again, so it was a really good feeling.
Certainly looked like it. You got that backhanded shot put in there. Now, you mentioned playing on the line with Lowry. How have you liked playing with him so far?
I've really enjoyed it. Him and Nathan Moon have been great for me. Great guys, we have good communication. So as far as Lowry, though, like Coach said, he's kind of a quieter guy, but leads by example, and it's awesome playing with honest players. So I feel he's an honest player, and I've enjoyed it so far.
Well, certainly a great game last night. You guys looked very comfortable out there. It looks like even though Lowry wasn't really able to play much during the preseason, it looks like you guys kind of had a good chemistry going with that line.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes things just click. Hopefully it keeps going forward, but when you kind of get an honest player like that, you make it easy. And I mean, Nathan's got a ton of skill. He's a lot of potential, so hopefully he gets going again too.
Now, you played in Allen last year, and the Gwinnett goalie actually was also in Allen with you. Talk about going up against him and how, seeing him last year in practice, how that kind of helped you prepare for this game.
Yeah, he's a big guy. I know he's athletic, and actually when I got my first goal, we kind of made eye contact, and I smiled at him, and he smiled back, so it was a good feeling. I mean, and then I got the second one, and I think he was kind of rolling his eyes to the back of the head because I knew he wanted to stop me, and to get 2 quick ones, it kind of just put him down a bit. So it was good, and he was a good goalie. He played good the rest of the night. I mean, but yeah, like I said, even knowing somebody that's in net, it feels a little bit better.
Definitely adds to the drama there. Now, the other goal was also scored by your Allen teammate from a year ago, Jarrett Lucan. So did you guys feel like having familiarity with Guggenberger gave you any sort of advantage over him?
Yeah, it's funny how things work out. I mean, when you're coming in and shooting like that, it's going so fast, you don't really think too much about that. And Lucan had such a quick release. It was a beautiful goal, and I was pretty happy to see him score.
I mean, with all 3 goals from the Icemen coming from Allen a year ago. It's no wonder that they won the CHL championship. I mean, and you guys have done it now back-to-back years. Just talk about the experience of winning those championships, and obviously you know what it's like to win, and just what are the qualities you see from those teams that have kind of carried over to this team.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome to win at a young age too, and a couple times. I mean, any level. Once you go far in playoffs, it just teaches you lessons about the game that you can't buy. And playoffs is a different type of hockey. I really feed off it. It's just a different feeling, and we just had a really strong team. I mean, a couple game sevens, and we just won the games we had to, and things really worked out. And as far as comparisons to the team I'm on now, it's tough to compare. It's different ages a bit, and it's a younger team here, but I like our team here. A lot of skill, a lot of talent, and when you put hard work with that, which I think we have, I mean, you can reach a lot of top goals.
All right, you mentioned with 2-time CHL championships. What were some of the things that you saw, like the qualities in the players that you saw that helped lead you guys to those championships?
It's just players that show up when it matters. I mean, there's a lot of skilled players out there, but I think when you get skilled players that want to play hard, then it's really, really special. When your skilled players are your hardest workers, then that's really how you achieve special things.
All right, so looking ahead to this weekend's game against Indy, just kind of talk to me a little bit about what your expectations are for that game and kind of what your goals are looking at that one.
Well, first of all, we're going to get off to an early start again. I mean, feed off our crowd, make it known that we have a tough arena to come in and play. So, like you said, we played them a few times in a row, and Coach mentions you just want to worry about the first one, but it helps kind of get an early start for all of them. But we'll go period by period, and yeah, I think a quick start really puts the team down. So we'll try to go for that again.
Certainly got off to a fast one against Gwinnett. So did you see any of their players getting deflated after you scored that second one?
I have a couple of friends on the other team who, we give it back and forth a few times, so they might not have been too happy that it was me scoring both of them. And I kind of smiled at them, and they weren't too happy, so they were kind of giving it to me the rest of the night. But it's a good thing. That's what you want.
Right, exactly. You want to make them mad at you with a few goals, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so obviously this is your first season in Evansville. What were your thoughts on the city itself, and then as well as the hockey atmosphere here in town?
The city's great. The people are very nice. The rink's beautiful. You can't ask for much more. I love my time here. I knew a couple guys before I came, so that's always comforting. And I've met a lot of great new guys too. So I'm enjoying it. I enjoy heading to the rink every day, and things are really clicking, and I'm excited to move forward each day.
And when things are clicking like that, how much more fun does it make the sport when you guys are out there playing it?
Yeah, it's when things are clicking, you forget it's a job a lot of times, and even when things aren't clicking, you're still having a good time. So it just makes it that much easier when things are, and it's a good time. And you still have to stay focused and realize you do have a job to do, but at the same time, you play your best, I think, when you're having a good time.
First season working with Coach Mullins. How do you feel about him as a coach and kind of what you've learned from him so far?
I feel good. I mean, we had a few good conversations throughout the summer, so we got to know each other a bit. Him and Bo, I think they've been a great team as far as approaching and not making things too complicated. So, sometimes things get too complicated. That's kind of what you ask for, is an easier approach and something when it does come into a game that you're not thinking too much, you're just doing it. So I think they're doing a great job as far as that, and kind of showing us the systems. I mean, it's a early time in the year where he's got to do a lot of teaching, and it's a hectic time as far as for him, especially cutting down rosters, and he's got to get rid of some good players. So it's a hectic time, but they're handling it well, and we got off to a good start, so hopefully keep it going.
All right, switching gears a little bit, when you were found out you were going to be on this roster, which player were you most excited to play with on this IceMen team?
Well, me and Nathan Moon went at it for a few years in the Ontario Hockey League, and even growing up in Ontario, Canada, just playing hockey as young kids. So I never knew him. We'd have conversations on the ice sometimes, both being centermen, and I knew he was a highly potential and skilled player. So I was excited to meet and play with him.
All right, great answer there. Nathan Moon, obviously a very popular player here in town, been here a few years. Final question here, we are live at Beef O'Brady's. You got to enjoy a little bit of that food earlier. What'd you have and how was it?
It was good. I love the food here. I had the wrap, so a couple of French fries, but can't have those too often, so I'll enjoy them when I get them.
Absolutely. I'm trying to figure out what to get when this show goes off the air tonight, so I'm trying to get some input from you and then Cal as well. That's all the questions I had. If you'll stick around up here, we'll let some of the fans do a little Q&A with you, get to know you a little bit. We'll be back with a little Q&A with Kale Kerbashian coming up here on IceMen Live, presented by Coors Light at Beef O'Brady's.